Dylan, welcome back to RaithTV. Very fitting, I think, that I'm going to be chatting you through what's likely to be your last interview here in this loan deal, because you're now a Hibs player. Because I think back to the first interview we done, and at that point I was struck with the confidence that you had. You maybe remember at East Fife. It's a confidence that you've kind of clearly carried on to the pitch and into the dressing room. So I'd like to start by asking you a wee bit about your development as a young man as well as a player. Tell us about your time at Raith Rovers.
Yeah, obviously since I signed my first professional contract here when I was 17, the gaffer and Smidger gave me a chance to obviously showcase myself at this club, and I think they're very good with young boys and young players to mature them as a person on and off the pitch. Obviously as Ziggy came through with me, I played with him at Fife Elite, and then he got his chance before I got my chance, and him playing kept motivating me and kept making me want to work hard to get my chance in the team. And when eventually that chance came, my debut I think was in Montrose in the last game of the season before the playoffs, I got on last 10 minutes and I was over the moon, because it was just like all my hard work paid off, and ever since then I don't think I've ever really looked back.
What about this kind of journey for young players coming in? You know, we've got the modern apprentices, etc. Just now, you come into an established dressing room. Certainly known the players that we've got here just now and we've had over recent years. It's an energetic dressing room, it's a confident dressing room. How do you find your place in that without being sidelined?
I think you just need to try and get the respect of the older boys, and I think you need to do that by doing well in training, and then when you do well in training, get your chance in games and take that chance when it comes in games, and then you start to earn respect off people, and then it's just you feel like you become a part of it, and then that's obviously what I've done, and I feel like I'm a part of it now. And obviously you've got Aaron, Mitch, Quinn and stuff, and Aaron's obviously the one now who's getting his chance, and he's doing really well when he's taking his chance. So I think the opportunity's here for young players to come and play first team games at a young age if you do well.
What's the point in your own mind where you kind of started getting your head around the fact that, you know what, I'm a first team player here, I am part of the first team squad, I'm on my road here? I
think when you said at East Fife, when I got my second start actually and scored my first goal, and then after that I think I've probably played most weeks ever since that game, and I think just the more games you play more frequently, the more confident you get, and then you actually feel as if you're a part of the first team. You don't feel as if you're just here or there by part. So when you start playing week in week out and feel proper a part of it, I think that's when you're most confident and feel a part of the first team.
I mean, time moves on quickly. I have a look at the stats in front of me, and we just kind of caught you as you're heading towards your car there, but you played in and around 86, 87 first team games in such a short space of time. Is that part of the benefit of being at a club of the size and standing of Raith Rovers?
Yeah, exactly, as you said there. When I first signed, we were in League One, and that's where obviously I got my chance, and I really enjoyed it. It was a hard league. I think being 17, 18 at the time, you learn a lot because it's a lot of experienced players playing a lot of probably longer ball, more direct, so you're getting used to different styles and stuff in that league, and that matured me a lot for when we gained promotion and won the league to the championship. I found myself playing against even better players and different styles and stuff like that. So I think being at a club like Raith Rovers, if you show the manager and Smidger and everybody here that you're good enough, you'll definitely get your chance. And I think when you get that chance, the main thing that you can do is just take it and perform well.
What's the high points personally for you? You know, supporters will pick out moments that gave us the greatest joy, but what are the landmarks that you've ticked off where you went home thinking, yeah, that's a bit special?
Yeah, I think obviously my debut, that was one of the big moments, because I've always wanted to play football, so to make my professional debut was amazing. Score my first professional goal, that was amazing. Win the league, that topped it off, and then we obviously got to the Challenge Cup final, which I wish that could have got played out, because I could be sitting here with 2 medals now, but one will be good, and hopefully the boys can win the league this year and get me a second one.
You've kind of moved on through this kind of progression that you're describing towards a new opportunity at Hibs. Is it the same kind of lessons that you're going to take forward that you've lived through here? You know, a bit about coming into an established dressing room, you've got such a kind of transient life, you football players that move across and into new workplaces. What's going to hold you in good stead from here to Hibs?
I think just everything I've learned from the boys here, like more experienced boys like Jama, Christoph, Benny, even John Baird, Davo, people like them. I've learned so much from them, and then people have drove in with, Dan, Brad, all the people. I've learned so much from everybody I've been here with. So when I go into Hibs, I'm just need to do what I've done here, work hard, and hopefully when I get my chance, I take my chance and have a good career at Hibs.
I'm assuming that you've got teammates that are absolutely full of advice as the days tick down to you head along to Easter Roadway.
Yeah, everybody's just saying enjoy while I'm at Raith Rovers, because I'm a Raith Rovers player now, so I'm just focusing on Raith Rovers now, and then when my last game comes I'll turn an eye and just focus on Hibs, and from there it's a different path that hopefully I can make it successful.
What about your relationship with Raith Rovers fans? I mean, when you signed that kind of last minute deal to go to Hibs, there was a real sense of excitement and kind of pride that we've got a player that's going to move up towards the Premier League, but also the mark of real disappointment that we're not going to hold on to your talents here for a bit longer. What did that mean to you as you maybe followed it in social media, on the newspapers, etc.?
Yeah, obviously it's disappointing. I can understand why people would be disappointed in me leaving here, because I really enjoy here. I've had so many good memories, a lot more than negative memories. I can't really, to be honest, think of any negative memories. Touch wood, I've never had an injury or many setbacks at Raith. Everything's kind of just went from one thing to another and been really good. So I can understand why people would be disappointed, but the way I've seen things and when I spoke to everybody, to go to a club the size of Hibs was massive, and all I want to do there is be successful like I was here, and hopefully I can get the fans there on my side, just like the fans here are on my side, and try and impress them. But now the fans here have been brilliant for me ever since my first game, and been supportive, and they're brilliant. You can see this year they just keep turning out their numbers home and away, and as the weeks are getting on there's more and more coming because the boys are doing really well.
John and Paul obviously pride themselves on bringing through young talent, developing them, as we say, as players as well as people, and you've described how they've done that for you. What message would you give to any kind of young aspiring pro who gets the opportunity to come to Raith Rovers?
I think you definitely should consider it, because it's the gaffer and Smudger are really, really good. If you ask anybody who's worked with them, they'll tell you how good they are. You go into every game knowing every single detail. There's nothing that's never covered. You know everything. The video analysis, if you've not done something so good in the game, they'll take you in maybe personally and just show you it instead of doing it in front of all the boys when we do it. So they're always there to help you no matter what you need, even football or non-football stuff. They're always there to support you, and they're really good that way. But on the pitch, they've made me a much, much better player than I was here, and an even better person. So now if any young people ever get the opportunity to come here, I think you should definitely come.
And what about the squad that you leave behind? How good are we? How hopeful are you that we can go that final step and get promotion? Yeah,
the squad here are really good. Obviously, as you can see, we went 15 games unbeaten, and I think if it wasn't for the red card that day, we'd probably have been 16 unbeaten. So now just shows you that I think every year I've been here, the team just keeps getting better and better and doing more things. So we've already got more points this half of the season than we did last half. So I think if the boys just keep performing the way they have been since the start of the season and keep scoring goals and keeping clean sheets, then it's definitely there for promotion, because as you can see the league's so tight now. But now I think if you can go on another 15 game run, then you'll definitely be up there.
I can see your eyes starting to wander to that corner that you've got just off camera here, so maybe a bit around it up. Congratulations on your move. Many thanks for all of the positive appearances you put in for Raith Rovers, and indeed for indulging us with a bit of your time on camera as well. We wish you well, and we'll follow your growth and progress with great interest. Good luck, Dylan.
Thank you, cheers.